everyone, and welcome to Ira Tutorials. I'm Aarti Naik. Today I'm going to discuss class 8 subject English unit 3 3.2 the Kite Festival. Before we start the lesson, let us go through the warming up. Question number 1. Cut out the wrong kites. Now here in kites nouns are written, verbs are written, adjectives are written. Okay, you have to identify. If it is correct, it is okay. If it is wrong, you cut down that kite. So first noun, festival, celebration, tradition, competition, all are nouns. But verb, celebrate is verb, trade is verb, compete is verb, but festivity is not verb. So cut that kite. Adjective, festive, then celebrity, traditional, and then compare. So now festive and traditional is adjective, remaining two are wrong. So cut those kites. Question number 2. Name the festival that you enjoy the most of all. Fill in the facts about that festival. Write down here name of the festival. For example, suppose you like Diwali. So when it is celebrated in the last second last month of the year. Why it is celebrated? It is celebrated to remember that when Lord Ram killed Ravana, and when he came back to Ayodhya, to celebrate that event we are celebrating Diwali. How it is celebrated? So to celebrate the Diwali festival, we clean our house, we purchase new things, purchase new dresses, then decorate our house with lamps. What special cuisines are made on Diwali? On Diwali, lots of things are made. Other special features, Diwali is very special because it is the king of all festival. That is the special feature of the festival. Now let us talk about the kite festival. Years ago, the harassed means troubled or stressed out mother, would often say to her restless son, who needed to be kept busy during his holidays, why don't you go fly a kite? And the little boy would happily pick up his kite and run out into the field. That, of course, was in the past. Then the only kites available were made of kite paper and thin wooden frames. Kite flying has come a long way. Come a long way means now lots of development can be seen in kite flying. Since then, with the invention of the motorized and even fiberglass kites to compete with the old fashioned kites. Today, kite flyers can be found in different parts of the world, carrying different types of kites, waiting for the right winds. Kite flying has a long history. There are many Greek, Indian, and other mythological stories which tell us about the human being wanting to or trying to fly. That means kite flying is telling us the story about how people want to fly, and from kite, from bird, they inspired and made aeroplanes. Over a period of time, this desire of humans and imagination probably led to the invention of kites, and it is likely that the box kites designed more than 100 years ago later inspired others to create power driven aeroplanes. So that idea we got or we get motivated, inspired because of kites only. In India, however, the tradition of kite flying has not changed, be it during the coming of spring, which is celebrated as Basant, or during the festival of Makar Sankranti. People of all ages go out into the open to try their luck with their kites. In towns and cities where open spaces are difficult to find, terraces and rooftops are often used for the traditional sports. So, where open grounds are not available, at that places people are going to their terrace or rooftop and enjoying the kite flying. In Gujarat, Makar Sankranti is kite flying day, traditionally celebrated on January 13 or 14. It is a holiday when people meets outdoors to cut each other's kites. So, for 3 days holidays were given in Gujarat for all the working places. This day also coincides. Coincides means occurs at the same time with the festival of Uttarayan, when the sun is said to begin its journey to the northern hemisphere, and the people of Gujarat celebrate Uttarayan with a lot of enthusiasm, and all business comes to a grinding halt for a couple of days. It is also a celebration to mark the end of winter. That means from this sun started moving in the northern hemisphere, and because of that coldness goes down and warmth, that means heat increases, that means summer starts, winter ends and summer starts. The kite flying begins at dawn and continues without a pause throughout the day. People of all ages gathered on terrace or rooftops. Friends, neighbors, even total strangers compete with one another, and cries of triumph rend. Rend means tear the air when someone cuts the line of a rival. That means it is considered as a rivalry. And only kite flying does not give you enjoyment, but cutting the kite also gives you enjoyment. A wonderful variety of kites is seen, and fussy buyer can choose what he wants. That means lots of varieties. That means if you are very choosy, then also you will find a proper kite in the market, because lots of varieties are available. The more serious players prepared special line for their kites. There is music in the air and traditional delicacies. Delicacies means fine and special food items are specially prepared for the day. So generally during Makar Sankranti we are preparing Tilgul laddu and chikki and all these things. Okay. In Maharashtra we are preparing Puran Poli, and in Gujarat they are preparing Undiyu. Held on the same day, the bigger event, however, is the International Kite Festival at Ahmedabad. Organized by the Gujarat State Tourism Corporation, it is held either at Sardar Patel Stadium or the Police Stadium. This popular festival attracts international kite flyers who demonstrate their skill in flying exotic kites. Exotic means belonging to the far away lands, and local champions as well. Little Indian paper kites compete with those from Japan, USA, UK, and other countries. Excited spectators watch in awe. Awe means surprise, amazement. Awe as marvelous shapes such as eagles, snakes soar in the skies. Now here, many it is a tourism project that many tourists are visiting. Many foreign people are coming during those days to compete in kite festival. So it is international kite festival. One of the highlights of this festival is the Patang or Kite Bazaar in the heart of Ahmedabad, which is open 24 hours a day for a whole week. A visit to this bazaar in the middle of the night is enough to prove that the entire city is obsessed. Obsessed means totally occupied with one aspect, that is kite flying only. Kite flying only. People crowd the street and buy their stocks, haggling through the night. Haggling means bargaining with each other. Skilled craftsmen demonstrate age-old kite making. Skilled craftsmen demonstrate age-old kite making skills and how to prepare the special thread used for kite flying. Mixtures of glue and ground glass cover the lines, which are dried and rolled onto reels known as firkis. These lines are so sharp that carelessly used they can cut a finger, because it is sharp to cut the threads of other kite flyers. The excitement does not end with nightfall. Now it is time for illuminated box kites, often strung on one line, to be launched into the sky, called tukals. They add a grand beauty to the dark sky and compete with the brilliance of the stars. So that is all about the kite flying. You might have enjoyed this lesson because everyone loves kite flying. So kite festival is next to the heart of everyone. So I hope that you might have understood this lesson. If you have any query, do write in comment box and don't forget to share, subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.